So some big, but not so surprising news hit the theme park world on the night of April 18th, 2021. So Six Flags New England released their 2021 map for the season, and Goliath is not featured, and is instead just an empty patch of grass. Now, what could this mean? I'll be looking at different possibilities in this video, taking some ideas, rumors, and Six Flags' business approach on things into thought. And just a disclaimer, this is just all speculation. I don't have any information, with the exception of Goliath being removed off the map. So the first and most boring option is that Goliath will just simply be removed, and it'll probably sit there for the 2021 season and then be removed in the off season afterwards. Having it on the map would just be pointless at this point. However, removal means hopefully something new, but I'll be diving that later into the video. Another possibility is that the park will be doing an extensive refurbishment on Goliath. There's a good chance it will not open this year, so they don't want people looking at the map and then seeing it. The park's website still has Goliath in the ride section, and it states, quote unquote, closed for the season. Goliath has been a large amount of downtime since the park installed the ride, and the ride has been poorly received by guests for its roughness and said downtime. A large part of this is the fact that Premier made newer trains for the ride, because apparently guests were confused about the staggered seating on the Vekoma trains, so Premier made a 4 across seating, and these trains do not track well at all. Giant inverted boomerangs are also just unreliable in general, so the downtime is explained there. It is possible that after seeing the success of putting new trains on the park's SLC, Riddler Revenge, they may want to do the same to Goliath, and have Vekoma do a massive refurbishment on the ride to make it run consistent, smooth, and make it one of the park's best coasters like it should be. Goliath is an awesome ride with 2 vertical drops, backwards and forwards, super forceful inversions, and an amazing sense of speed. The ride should 100% be one of the best coasters in the park, and the single ride I got in a second row in 2018, I actually really enjoyed it. Yes, it was rough, but the ride was really good. However, the park is just giving up on it seems like, and it isn't exactly maintenance friendly, so this will probably lead to a removal. However, an open plot of land usually means a new ride, and there are quite a few possibilities for this plot and its surrounding area. The park could install a flat ride or 2 here, since the ride was fairly compact, yet took up a decent plot of land. And the other area around it is filled with buildings and other rides. So, if they wanted to go the cheap route, the park would be able to put in a few flat rides here, such as these unparalleled thrill rides, such as a super air race or possibly a disco. A super air race like Daredevil Dive at Fiesta Texas would be a pretty good fit here. It is a thrilling flat ride, and the theme would be pretty cool, especially if they could just keep the Daredevil Dive theme, or they could even put in a super disco with the quote-unquote airtime hill, and they can even market it as a coaster, and it'll provide a nice family ride, which the park seems to be lacking some. Another possibility is that the park removed a water ride before Goliath, so it is very possible that we could see a Mack Power Splash depending on the success of Aquaman Power Wave at Six Flags Over Texas. This would fill the gap of a launch coaster, which the ride has been said to get for a long time, and it includes another water ride. The park's current water ride is their Blizzard River Rapids, however the water park is included and it's not a separate park, so they're technically not short on water rides. Also, another reason I could see them not installing this is because Six Flags New England is it's in New England, and it gets pretty cold in the winter, the fall, and it's even cold in the spring. So it would kind of be pointless to have a roller coaster, especially a major roller coaster that can only operate really during the summer. And even then, it doesn't get too hot up in New England. Another option for this compact space is an RMC Raptor, which I'm sure enthusiasts would be more than happy about. Instead of having the 2 boomerangs next to each other, you can have 2 RMCs next to each other. This would fit the ride's lineup, and it would even have another looping airtime filled coaster for a cheap price. However, the most ambitious project would be a coaster that enthusiasts have been saying would be a perfect fit for the park, an S&S launch coaster, or even a clone of Max Force at Six Flags Great America. If you were to remove Flashback, the traditional boomerang, which is located right behind Goliath, along with the family flat ride right in front of Flashback, you would have the perfect amount of room for Max Force clone or a slightly downsized version if the park wanted to save some money. Like I said before, the park has not had a launch coaster since the removal of their Aero Shuttle Loop, and an SNS air launch will be a great fit for this park. What do you think will happen with Goliath? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and thanks for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the speculation, and if you did, please make sure to leave a like and maybe even subscribe. Once again, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you all next time.